Taurus, can I just say adversity is kind of y'all's thing, right? Through all of the shit that you've been through, gone through, that you're still going through, that you're pushing other people past, I feel like you've grown exponentially, but I feel like that recognition that you've been seeking out from partners, that you've been seeking out from family, that you've been seeking out from people who should have loved and should have respected you all this time has always been with you. Okay. You are the key to opening and unlocking your own confidence, your own happiness. You are the key to becoming this emotional, empathetic human being, and able to almost like I feel like self-reflection right now has been really hard for you because of this aspect of shutting down your emotions, because that's what you were taught, right? And because you were taught how to suppress instead of express, now you're depressed, right? You've basically emotionally neglected and emotionally abused yourself for so long, right? You've looked past all of the people doing the same thing that you do to yourself, right, on a daily basis. And you've been called dramatic, you've been called loud and unruly, you've been called crazy, you've been called narcissistic, you've been called all these horrible names, essentially because you're angry, because you're upset, because you're mad, and you have every right to be angry, upset, and mad. But the way that this comes off to other people is that you're being ungrateful, or is that you're being abusive, or that you're being neglectful in some type of way towards them, because you're not acting like the you that they thought they knew. Right? They thought they knew you, but they didn't know you. And as you're exploring yourself, it's very dangerous for you to try to get around other people who also don't know themselves, or who also kind of struggle with that self-confidence and that self-esteem. And it's not that they try to break you down, but it's like y'all break down each other because you guys are not grown enough and not built enough to take that edge off by yourself. And that's where leaning on your basic instinct is really, really easy, right? It's really easy to go angry. It's really easy to go green. It's really easy to try to fight somebody or argue with somebody. It's easy to get very flared up right now. And it's also easy to fall back into depression and behaviors of your past, right? But what's not easy about this is that you are taking a route that many people in your past or in your family or in your relationship life have never taken, right? You're taking a path that is not traveled at all, like totally new, totally unkempt grounds. And I feel like you're asking for help. I think you're getting to a point where you feel unstable enough, or at least, in your mind, you need help. You need someone, you need something, whether this help is asking God, it's asking angels, it's asking spirit, it's asking some source for some sign or help or signal. And this could be also another human being. If that is the case, then that is the case, right? You have built up in a large wall or pyramid of, I need to do better. I need to outdo myself here and there. I need to be better for other people around me, even though they're not good for me at all. It's like you are an inspiration to people, right? I truly think that people don't tell you that, though. It's like they see you and they envy you, and they get intimidated by you, but they never tell you that you're inspirational, but you are. You are an inspiration to many people in your life because of how hard you push the button, because of how high you set the bar, right? But because of that as well, they feel threatened by your existence. They feel threatened by you. They feel almost as if, like, once they walk in a room with you, it's like vacuum seal. It's that all the air, all the energy gets sucked out of them because you have that stand outish. Everything, like just your physical form, your words, your voice, everything about you, it stands out. Okay, you're different. You're different from the rest of the crowd. You're not the same. And that's why you need to try and understand yourself better, because you can't be expecting everybody else to understand you when you don't look at yourself the same way as you look at them, right? It's like you see yourself lower, and even though you might not say, "Oh yeah, I'm lower than these motherfuckers," or "I'm lower on the food chain," or "I'm gonna put everybody over myself," though you might not be practicing saying that, it is how you are behaving, right? You're trying to also be protective of yourself at the same time, so you're also angry, right? Those two things are not mixing together. You trying to defend yourself and say, I care about myself too much to let people walk on me, but then also letting certain people's walk on you, or letting certain people's take advantage of you. That's not okay, right? That's not okay. There should not be this tension. These two things should not be existing in your mind at all, in fact. And I feel like you're going to have to fight through them. And I feel like it's been a really long time coming, but whatever has come your way, like I said, adversity, you have gotten through it. You have pushed through it. You've headbutted every single challenge that has come your way. And you've ran that shit down with a motherfucking grin on your face at the end of the day, right? So that's what they want you to do with this next one. This next chapter, discovering yourself. Breaking the imaginary curses or the imaginary subconscious problems and issues that you believe exist, right, in your life. By eliminating certain people, by eliminating certain communication that you have with certain people, you will see a complete change in the way your life is going right now. Okay, so they're just saying that there's a lot that you have to clean up. And it's not going to be pretty in any situation. It's never pretty, right? When you have to clean up after everybody else, and when you have to clean up after yourself as well, after all of the long line of, emotional abuse you've kind of enforced in your own mind onto you, it's hard, but it's worth it. It is worth it to get some semblance of normalcy and some semblance of happiness for yourself in the very near future. You're going to need to start this process now. Okay, that is what's happening. Spirit is intervening, and Spirit is going to show you in every single way possible that this is what they want from you.